This is Post Podcast Minutes, where today we're gonna have a fun anime episode. We got Kabilash here. So he's actually not someone that watches too much anime. He only really watched Death Note. So today we're gonna do like a guess if this anime plot is real or not.
Inform, connect, inspire. The Post Podcast.
Some of these animes that I'll be synopsis I'd altered a bit just so he can't figure it out if it's real or not, and we'll see if he can guess it or not. How do you feel? How are you feeling about this?
I feel very much not ready.
Not ready?
I don't feel ready for this. I'm not well versed in anime.
Versed?
Like you said, I only know Death Note.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're about to hear some interesting plots, and let's see if you can
So so the premise is I have to guess if they're actually
legit or not.
legit or not. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll read it. You could, if you want, I can reread it again and just think about it. If this seems like an anime that's really out there,
Okay.
and then I'll tell you if you're right
But,
or wrong after.
okay, but these are like poorly described
Versions of them.
versions of them. Okay.
Yeah. So just to make it more, interesting.
Okay, let me lock in. Let me lock in.
Logan. All right.
Alright, I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. Let's start with a simple one. All right.
All right.
A high school boy handles bullying with such absurd elegance. It becomes performance art.
Repeat it for me. High school.
Boy handles bullying with such absurd elegance. It becomes performance art.
Performance art. A high school boy.
What do you think? Do you think it's legit?
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
Are some of these like completely ones that you made up, or are they synopses for things that are not anime? Like the ones that are not legit,
The ones that are not legit, I
just made up,
just made up.
made up. Okay, I'm gonna say that one is legit.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, that was my final answer.
You are correct. It is legit.
Which one is
It's
it?
called Haven't You Heard? I'm Sakamoto.
Okay, what's it about?
That's basically.
But that's a poorly described premise. You
I
said
mean, it's basically this guy he's not like from around there. He's like a exchange student,
okay.
and let's just say he's so him. He's so glazed.
He's the chosen one.
He's just that guy that people try to like ruin his aura, but for some reason, every time they ruin his aura, he gains even more aura. It's honestly such a funny watch. I recommend it.
How long
Just
is it?
huh? It's
How long
like
is
a short anime. It's like
Okay.
I think it's a 12 episode. I'm not 100% sure, but
But you've seen all of it?
I've seen half of it. It's
not-
like a joke anime. It's just like fun.
Out of the half that you've seen, if
Yeah.
you had to put like a ranking for like 1 to 10 in terms of like
Honestly,
watchability.
like the plot. You're just there to see this guy just have just see him like take scenarios that he should not be gaining aura. It's just fun, honestly. Go into it and just have a good time. Like don't take it seriously. It's just supposed to be funs and laughs. If you take it seriously, it won't be as fun.
But do you have a rating for it? Ranking for it?
For comedy, I'll give it like an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Like I'll say it's it's just hilarious. I actually should finish it. I forgot why I didn't, but yeah, I think it's just a fun watch.
So you'd recommend it for people?
100%.
Okay. Next one.
All right. Number 2, okay? A goddess summons the perfect hero who refuses to fight unless he's 10,000% prepared.
Here's the thing with this game. I think all of these are legit, but you've introduced it in a premise that some of them are not legit, but you're going to just give me all of them that are somehow all anime. So I'm going to also say for this one. So just repeat it one more time for me.
A goddess summons the perfect hero
Yeah.
who refuses to fight
Mhm.
unless he's 10,000% prepared.
So why 10,000%? What's the 10,000%?
It's not just a number. Don't think too much about it.
I'm going to say
That's
yes,
it.
this is also legit.
You are sadly correct.
Oh. What's this one called?
Cautious hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. 10,000 was just like a number I just yeah, I just said because it's like
He's one more time. He's what?
it's a cautious hero. The hero is overly overpowered
overly
but overly cautious. it's a weird anime where this guy like legit he would like it would be a scenario. Like, he's already strong as hell, but like he's like, nah, no, that's not 1%. What if I trip? What if I trip? What if I trip?
Right.
So he's like
That's a funny
super cautious.
premise.
It is a
That's a
funny
funny
premise.
premise. That
And
sounds like
he
like
low
a
key
Deadpool
he low key
thing.
a rage baiter.
Really?
Because there's like another girl that's in his party,
Yeah.
right? And she's like, "Yo, this is such an easy dub. Why you want this guy would take like so for simple like let's say you know how like an RPG you'll fight like a little slime.
Yeah.
He will spend like 3, 4 like a Batman level planning for just this
He needs the
tiny
prep time.
like he needs it. But the thing is, he's prepping more than Batman would.
Okay.
That's the thing. It's like
But like, is
like absurd levels.
that his character arc that he needs to like relax a bit, or is it just always him?
To be honest, I never finished the anime, so I never got that far. But it's another fun anime where like
How would you rank it from what you've seen so far?
it's too gooberish. It's very gooberish. I just remember the plot and
Yeah.
I watched a bit of it. I'm just like, what's happening?
Okay, but it's real.
Like,
It's real.
It's a real
Who's the goddess?
Huh?
Who's the goddess? What's
It's,
that story?
basically, do you know what isekai is?
Oh, is the one where you go into
Another world.
another world?
So he's an isekai hero that got summoned to this world, and basically he's like, if I'm doing this, I gotta be for sure I win. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's like super. He's like if your accountant took his job like to the next level.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's honestly the best explanation is Batman, but like
But even
well,
then, it's a bit too
like
much.
it's like too much. He's literally like he will literally let his teammates suffer if it means that his chance rate goes up and up and up. It's really funny and it's played for guys. He'll be like, "Come on, I needed you to get attacked
Right.
to increase my chances." You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What I want us to do at the end of this
Yeah.
is for you to rank all 5 of them
All
in
5
terms of
the-
quality.
Okay, that's
So, do you want to like say of the 2 right now that we've established, which one's better?
I'll definitely say Sakamoto.
That's the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready for another one?
Third one. I'm set.
Okay. A wandering swordman fights using carbonated based techniques in a desert where water no longer exists.
Carbonated based techniques.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like the type of power set you could see in a pretty creative anime. So I'm gonna say I'm preparing for the shoe to drop. You know what I mean? I'm preparing for me to fumble, but I'm gonna go with my gut and say that I think that is legit.
This anime is not legit. This is a made up story.
Is it something you made up?
But yeah, I got AI to help me too. But like
Oh.
yeah, I just like altered. I'm like yo, let's think of some funny goofy stuff.
Oh, but that sounds like a
But some it's
it
just
sounds like a legit anime.
Who's
And by carbonated, like what you mean? Like gas?
yeah, like I'm talking like you know the stuff like stuff in soda. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
legit
it sounds like the type of thing
that'd be
some
fun.
anime
Exactly.
creator would
Like
cook
legit,
up.
I was like using like ChatGPT and I just like bunch of plots and I
Right.
took some of it and then altered a bit to
Like even I'm not well versed in anime, but I know like stuff like One Punch Man or
yeah,
what's
it
like
exists.
where like there's so many like superpower abilities where like so many of them are just wacky, crazy, kind of creative. So I can see that falling in the line of anime. But yeah, you made that up.
Yeah.
You cooked that.
Thank you.
Fumbled. Would you want that to be an anime? Is that what you mentioned it?
Honestly, that would be pretty interesting. I just want to see how they would use the.
Do you have an idea? Like if you were to pitch that type of an idea,
Okay, hear me out. Like, imagine the carbonation. Like,
like does he have cans of soda on him?
oh yeah, we
like
still
like he's
like
trying to
what if he like uses the hands like to like maneuver like fly around?
Yeah.
And he puts like a lot of like
so it's like a jetpack.
oh yeah, God. I could just imagine like as a weapon, like imagine their guns, right? Instead of like just shooting it, they had to, like shake,
To shake
and
it,
then shoot it.
Is it?
Yeah.
We also mentioned that it's a waterless world, so it's like a desert world with no water.
That is true. So like yeah, what would
How would
be carbon?
how would they made so? How would they have soda?
Yeah, what would they be carbon?
Did they use all the water to make soda?
to make this
And
what?
there's no more water.
Is that the reasoning why?
That's the lore.
That's the lore. Oh,
It's like Mad Max. Have you ever seen Mad Max?
yeah, there's probably like some scientists is like everything needs to be carbonated.
Yeah.
Maybe the carbonation like maybe there is water in the sense like but it's carbonated like it's not healthy to drink or
Not
something.
healthy to drink,
Yeah,
but you might as well drink it.
exactly. But like, what if the carbonation's too high that we can't consume it? That's probably why it's explosive.
Maybe
It's like explosive carbonation.
it's explosive carbonation. All right,
That it's the world anime.
it's the world anime. You can go.
You don't have to make sense sometimes.
No, you don't.
All right. Okay, ready for this one?
Sure.
The next one, number 4.
Number
Okay,
4.
a princess has to leave her like country or city, right? And she has to go on an adventure to find these bunch of dragons to basically take over back her country. That basically her country got like cooked, right?
Yeah.
And basically she is on a runaway and she basically has this bodyguard, and her and this bodyguard are going off and try to, and they had to find these like like warriors. They're all like dragon warriors. They all have like traits of dragons, right? But they're all really good looking dudes. So it's like one girl,
Right.
and then
right.
she
And then those
collects she collects these dudes like Pokemon, and they're all good looking.
they're all
To basically
take back her home.
take back her homeland.
I'm gonna say, again, it sounds legit.
Sounds legit.
Like, in the world of anime, it sounds legit.
Okay, hey, go for what you believe, bro. Go for what you believe. So you're thinking?
It's the way he described it that I was like, that sounds legit.
Sounds legit. So way I did it, eh?
Yeah. I'm gonna say, but you know what? Again, I'm gonna probably fumble. I'm gonna say it's not legit.
You think it's not
I'm gonna
legit?
say not
Are you
legit.
trying to answer?
Final answer. It's gonna. I know.
It was real.
I knew it.
Why did you go with your gut feeling?
Why did I go with my gut feeling?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Because like the last one seemed legit too.
Last one seemed legit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's this one called?
Yuna of the Dawn. I actually watched this.
In full or just part of it?
Sadly, the full anime, like they only finished. I think it was 2 seasons that came out. I think they
Like
actually
it's intended to be 2 seasons.
no,
Or there's
it was supposed to continue. I don't know if it's anime only or there's a manga for it, but it stopped. But this year they said they're bringing it
they're
back.
thinking of their.
I'm actually low-key kind of happy, kind of excited for it.
So of the 2 seasons that have been established,
Yeah.
of that, what would be your like ranking, your take on it?
I think it was actually really interesting. To be fair, I watched it back when I was in grade 8.
Oh, this is like an old.
It's a very old anime. I literally thought like remembered it this morning.
Yeah.
And I was just like looking back, I'm like, as a kid, I was like, oh, this looks pretty sick. This is dragon guys doing cool dragon things.
Yeah.
But I'm looking back, it low key like it's just this one girl with a bunch of hot dudes. I was just like, I didn't clock it as a kid.
Yeah.
But I think the story was actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
You know, because like she was kind of like a spoiled brat.
Right.
But then she had to leave and she learns to like figure things out on her own. She becomes a leader.
Right.
And she thing is, these dragon warrior people, they don't want to listen to her at first.
Right.
They don't want to follow her. So she has to win them over. She has to put in effort. It's not like, hey, join my crew. Like, and then they're like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, no. Like she has to fight for them. She has to get their attention. She has to. So it's very interesting. Some of them they're just like fonded over her. Like, oh my god, you're so pretty. Sure. But some of them she actually had to work for and get their
Right.
attention. And they all have unique techniques.
And did the 2 seasons actually cover like that story of her getting her homeland back, or did it end like cliffhanger?
It landed a little bit of a cliffhanger from what I remember, but
So at least they're resuming.
hey, if they're resuming it, you know.
You get some resolution there, you know?
Is-
Some sort of resolution.
Exactly.
All right, what's number 5?
So last one. I hope you're ready for this.
Mhm.
Okay. A girl goes on an adventure to fight these 5 slimes. Each slime has a different element, and she has to, every time she beats one of these slimes, she gets stronger.
See, that just sounds like Genshin Impact. Your character fighting these slimes. Because they have
She basically is trying to become the slime lord. She wants to conquer all the slimes and be like, it's like think of like, you know Doom Guy?
No, I don't. What's Doom Guy?
He's basically a guy that kills a lot of like demons and monsters from hell.
Right.
But this is the equivalent of
But slime.
but slimes. Like she really hates slime. She wants to kill them all.
So we got Goblin Slayer, Demon Slayer,
Slime Slayer, basically, but they don't. It's yeah,
I'm gonna say legit.
legit. Is that not legit?
No, I got 2 out of 5.
Honestly,
That's a failing grade.
yeah, I was just some made up stuff. I was like, you know, that's kind of how I thought of it too. I was like,
That sounds like Genshin Impact. Like what I did in Genshin Impact. I was a character slashing at slime.
5 lives and you know,
Life. But yeah, okay. Well, Slime Slayer is not real. So thanks for lying to me. But like of the ones that are real, which are 3 of the 5,
Yeah.
best to worst.
So if you're going for comedy, I'll recommend Sakamoto Days.
Okay.
It's a good time, good watch. If you want more of a plot and story of seeing like a coming of age story of somebody that goes from spoiled to a leader, I'll recommend You Know of the Dawn. And then the last one, oh, The Goddess. Honestly, that one's actually just memes.
Memes.
Like you're not watching it for anything but memes.
And then if you're into like if it's someone like me who wants to delve into anime, but you don't want to recommend them the standard animes that you would recommend, like your Attack on Titans or whatever, you have to pick these 3 to kind of be like, this is where you're starting with. What of the 3 would you pick to be like your starter? Because you mentioned the one of them, the dragon one. You said that was your 8th grade. Was that like? Would you say it's that?
Good time, but like it's been so long that I had to rewatch it before I can recommend it.
Right.
Because grade 8 me probably like different things. I just saw cool dragon people do the cool dragon stuffs.
Right.
Right now, at this moment, I'll say Sakamoto Days. Just
So that's the
because,
first one.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's because like I know like it's pretty normal, as in like it takes place in the normal world,
Yeah.
and a lot of normal things that most people can understand the concepts and stuff. It's nothing too crazy to out of this world.
Right.
So going into it, you'll be like, it's funny seeing him being in weird scenarios and kind of going with
Trying
it.
to figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I honestly you should watch it.
I'll put that on the list of to be watched.
All right, well, thank you for joining us
Thanks for
on
having me.
Quick Minutes.
Quick minutes.
Yes.
A bonus episode.
Well, see you guys around.